Good evening guys, Mrs. TG here. Tonight I'm going to be unboxing and testing out this FIMEI Professional blender. Right, so taking a look around the box, I'll be honest, I don't think the English is best on this box, but we'll have a look through it. So it says it's a professional blender. It's 1,500 watts, powerful and high speed, 2 litre maximum capacity, 6 blades, stainless ice crushing blades, and we will be testing out those capabilities in a minute. Speed control, manual transmission control, overheat and overload double protection for motor, CVT switch and with pulse button switch. Your choice, time savings, 100% cost effective. So the specifications, it's a plastic material, obviously it's got the model number there. Power 1,500 watts. Voltage is 220 to 240 volts. Capacity is 2 litres. So in the package you get a stable motor base, seal the lid, a pusher, a 2 litre jar and an instruction manual. And finally, you'll be pleased to know this is made with love. Right, so let's get this unboxed and get it out and see if it has been made with love. That looks like we've got maybe the lid there. Right, I'm hoping that is the pusher that you obviously push the fruit down with, or vegetables, whatever you're using. Take that bit of polystyrene out. We have the jug there. And the instruction manual. And then finally, it's quite heavy that, we have the base unit. Right, let's start taking the wrappers off this. Right, so let's take a closer look at this blender then. It's like a kind of retro look to it, having like the background there and there. So you've got your power button off and on, and then you've got your pulse button which just flips like that. So you've got your on and off there, and then obviously round to your max. I would say it's a little bit hard to see the writing because it's the style of the background there. Also on the bottom here we've actually got a reset button, and also there's a cable tidy around there to keep the cable nice and neat. Moving on to the jug there. Obviously that is pretty weighty, but you have got the blades built in down the bottom there. You've also got your mil down one side, your literage down the other side, cups and ounces. Also we've got the pourer lip there in the corner, and I've got to say it does feel really good quality. It's not a flimsy plastic or anything, it's pretty sturdy. It's nice and thick too. Right, to attach the jug to the base, all you simply do is just pop it on like that. It does also have prongs on the bottom, which don't matter which way you put it on. It just goes in there and clicks in, and there's actually a button there which goes into there, which is a safety feature, so it won't work when the jug is not on the top. Right, so now moving on to the lid, all we do literally is push that down onto there, like that. And then we have a little small lid there, which you just simply twist off. And then you've then got your plunging bar, so you push your ingredients in there and then give them a shove down onto the blade. Now I must admit, that does remind me of something, and I figured out what it is. It looks like a toilet brush. Right, so next up we're going to test out this blender. I have actually measured this cable and it comes in at 1,20 m. Right, so next up we're going to make a protein shake, and we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to put some milk into the jug and then add some powder to it. Right, so next we'll pop the lid on. Push it down on there like that. I'm going to flip it on. I'm going to hold on to the lid just to keep it secure, and then we're going to start it up and just start it on really slow. Now we're going to up the power come up with a good way to find out if there's any lumps, I'm going to pop this off and I'm going to strain it through this holy spoon here into this, and hopefully that'll catch any lumps if there is any, so we can see how well this is blended, this shake. And that looks pretty good to me. Nothing. Right, so next off we're going to start off by using ice and water. I'm going to try and replicate by making an icy drink, but I'm going to use water just so you can see how crushed the ice is going to get in the machine. Right, so I'm going to add 1 large cup of water. And 1 large cup of ice. Pop the lid back on. Power on. And turn the knob. Right, so I'm going to pop the lid off and we'll have a look. I'm going to tip it into the bowl so we see how well it's crushed it. Ooh, right, that is pretty mad. That has actually made it into slushy. It's balling up a little bit here in the water, but you can see, obviously I put ice cubes in there and that is no longer ice cubes, that is just like slushy water. Right, what we're going to do is a sound test on this. I filled it up with water and I'm going to flip it on. I'm going to start it from low up to max. Then we're also going to test the pulse mode and see how loud that is as well, from approximately 1 meter away. And for this, we're going to be using a sound meter on the phone. Right, so let's start off with low speed. Right, and now we're going to pulse. Right, so one thing I do like about this blender is how stable it is. I'm just going to turn it on to show you without holding on to it at all, how stable and how it doesn't move around. That's low mode. We'll whack it up. As you can see for yourself, it didn't move around the table. Right, so overall, I'm liking this blender. I think it's pretty good in all fairness. The only downside I would say, which it does depend on what you've got in there, and that is it is quite loud. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's negative. It could be because it's just really powerful and it does seem to do the job quite well from what I've tested. So overall, for the money, it does seem quite a good buy. Right, so if you've got any questions, feel free to hit me up in the message section and I'll do my best to try and get back to you and answer any questions I can do. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you already haven't, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.